The end is loading. Also, how you doing today,
This is the
Sharkfield?
story of a man named Stanley.
We're back.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
We've seen this. Tired as fuck. Go to bed, man. Quit. Oh, I got an achievement. Quit the game and then start it again. Welcome back. Fantastic. Yeah, no booze today, so, you know, no fun there. I think our goal today is just find stuff. Won't lie, I'm gonna try to stick it out as long as I can. And dude, just go to bed. You know I appreciate you being here, but you don't.
Gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If I nap, I'm gonna leave it up for statistics, no problem. Well, you know I appreciate that too, man. I want to get over to 4B6. Is that wrong? I want to get over there too. You think those are real? New content. Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. It's gonna be interesting trying to like figure out places and things we've yet to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That path is as real as that indie band that turned out to be AI. You gotta love it. Though I imagine there's no way, because they cropped up out of nowhere. I have a feeling all the monthly listeners that band has are bots. So it's like AI playing music for AI?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Marketing Mondays? This block is too small. This box, I'm sorry. This box is too small. What to do about 432, pranking, floor 5 meeting, mergers. We're broke Wednesday. That's my favorite. I live that all the time. Termination Tuesdays. Sarah Connor just watching everyone use AI for everything. Oh shit.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I didn't. The closet, the infamous broom closet. Who knew?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
I don't think so, man. Also,
no
nice
reason
texture.
To still be here.
I watched there's a movie, Megan Fox movie that came out recently.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
What was it called,
At least if
Subservience?
there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Dude, I want to do sweet fuck all. God, I love doing fuck all. Sorry, back on the...
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Well, I'm
Why?
trying to chat, man.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, now he's gonna interrupt me. I don't want to be interrupted.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, now we're committed to the bit.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Is it not?
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet
The
ending was
broom.
my favourite. I hope your friends find this concerning.
Chad, is this real?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What the f-
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
God, I wish that was me.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
Who was it that asked about
You're
this? I have
dead.
no clue.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No, I'm good. What up, Flam? How you doing? The broom closed ending is my favorite. We'll see. Better go to Magic's house and see if he's okay. I'll ring the bell twice if I'm in actual trouble. We're committed to the bit now. I don't know when he's gonna... I don't know if he's gonna... Oh, that said, there's a broom closet ending, apparently. With exactly one broom in it. Oh, so... I had watched a Megan Fox movie. I think it was Subservience. I think that's what that was called. And Megan Fox plays like an android housekeeper. And I don't know what happens. Her memory, or like her androidness gets corrupted, and then she wants to bone the homeowner. It sounds like a porn. It kind of was a porn. Kind of was a porno, to be honest. And no, she goes all like full like, I love him, I must kill him. It wasn't a great movie, but that's AI, you know. I'm waiting for the robot to do some tight shit. Let me suck its fucking dick, you know. That's song lyrics. It's not indicative of who I am. Maybe replace Magic. If I did that, the stream quality would plummet and start at 2 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna get. I read the 20. Maybe it should. Maybe we need to give up on this whole 2 p.m. Eastern pipe dream. Maybe it's just not real for us. Is this how long, Flam? Should I continue staying here? I don't want to be here anymore. I yearn for the freedom outside of the broom closet. Did you get the broom closet ending, Flam? It's my favorite. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pre.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
All right, that's rude.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Trapped in the closet. Bro. Let me out! That's you know... You ever see that, the gif of the cat, like, In the fucking kennel, the cage door is open and the cat is like meowing its ass off trying to squeeze through the bars. Let me out! I think my mic was picking up my headphones. It never does that. I don't know, man. I'm committed to the bit, but the bit's kind of lame. Ducked. Tinka, what did you do about your glasses? Backrooms level light buzz? I agree. I love it. Where's the huge wire monster that makes the loudest noise I've ever heard in my life? Appointment 723. That doesn't explain what you did about
Coming
your
to a
current
staircase,
glasses.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There were buttons up here. I wanted to learn how to do the buttons. Did we ever learn how to do the buttons? I don't remember learning how to do the buttons. I'm quote-unquote wearing them. Man's got 2 monocles. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. When money's on the table, you can have Money Crisp. Wait a second, hold on. They're lopsided? Woof.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I do not remember the
Shocked,
code.
Unraveled, Stanley
Is like
wondered
8457 or something?
Who orchestrated this?
8452?
What dark secret was being held from him?
True.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Man, I said 8452.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, how could he? I want to do boob again. I did that one too before. I actually remember that
Stanley
one.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I mean, how could we
Trying
know?
to input anything on the device was useless.
888
since he
is
could
achievement?
never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I didn't get an achievement for putting 8888.
Two 845.
Carte blanche. I am the most expensive boss. Sewage Lilies by Claude Money.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the storm.
Railroad!
Whoop-de-doo.
Railroad. Railroad. I can't see anything again. This is dark as... Alright, we gotta remember, no getting distracted. I wanted to figure out the buttons. Let's figure out the buttons, shall we?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Seriously, for anyone that loves this game, you would love Slay the Princess. These two games are so alike, it actually hurts.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What's the point of a room like this? Are you supposed to be able to see the details of any one particular person? Like, what happens when I want to see employee 128 or whatever? Does like the TV screen just zoop on over here? How's this shit work?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
there needs to be a zoom
meant
button.
nothing.
Monocular binoculars. Call the lift, but don't go up. Easter egg. Go back and click first button. Oh. Oh, so call the lift, go backwards and click the lights.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
They repeat!
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Right here, right in the middle. Smiley face. Smiley face. They repeat. This is repeating. Oh, gotta go back. So... about clicking that first button. I like, just wait. Oh! Hot damn, they just kind of opened on their own. Wait was the correct word for that, my god. What does this say? I wish there was a zoom feature. Lights go down. Oh yeah! Secret of the year every year. What was the one that said Beakrits? It's so loud. It's so loud. What was the... oh.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
I
truly
loved
spent
Beakrit.
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
You can also fall down here when walking over a chair and a table. Oh shit. I'm glad I didn't do
Here
that
was
though.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
I gotta figure out how to open this gate.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's this whole thing right now. All of it. Every inch.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Shut up.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine
Am I missing a
can
thing in
do.
there?
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
We've only had our
I'm
own for a
afraid
day
you
and a
don't
half.
have nearly the
But if
power
anything
you
happened to
think
him,
you
I
do,
would
for
kill
example.
everyone in this
and
room
I
and then
believe you'll
myself.
find
gonna
this
have to turn that up.
pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
We're good, the gate open.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Half-life-ass
Mere
noise.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Wait, did I do this?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I'm getting like vague recollections of doing this.
Solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
I'm getting some weird, vague recollections.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 didn't work.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
Well, how come that didn't work? What's the code, boys?
And take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Yeah,
But
just
I'm
shut up,
enjoying
man.
this
Check
so
monitors.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, thanks, man.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
We're fine. 1.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
There's so many fucking buttons, man.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
That
this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No! This isn't Genealogy of the Holy War. Remake soon, man.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to
We're gonna make it,
life,
chat.
or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
it's shaking. Goodbye, R27. There was no 7 button. Otherwise, I would have.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Unless it was
decided to go to the meeting
4225 or
room. Perhaps he had
4252.
simply missed a memo.
Or something like that, I don't know. You think Fire Emblem's ever going to be relevant ever again? Strange how Engage killed that series. I did a thing! The fern is important, the fern
No matter
is
how
important.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
They have gotcha, they're fine. I think the gotcha's like... I say only, but I think it's only making like 4 million a month or something. Or not a month, a quarter, I'm sorry. Go back to first room. We have arrived. Copier.
Stanley went around touching every little thing
Climb
in the
out
office,
window?
but it didn't make a single difference.
What do you mean climb out
Nor
window?
did it advance the story in any way.
What do you mean climb out window? Chair desk? I can't climb chair. Oh shit, I can climb chair. Oh. I can't climb this chair though. How did I even do that? Oh. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to be doing that.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
I'm stuck.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure.
You're so smart,
and
game.
its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
No.
Okay, I'm over it now.
Okay, thank you.
What
Me
do you
too.
think? Are you sick of this gag
A little
yet?
bit, yeah.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I'm so out. All right, we have to see the other one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're going right back, boys.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination
We have the power
of
to reset
structural
should we need it.
narrative
Gabbro
tropes.
taught us that.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay,
I can't
I'm
believe
over it
it's
now.
not. It's
What
the
do you
exact
think? Are you
same.
sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once
the harmonic.
was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an
What's a
existence
parable?
quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
I love me a good guitar. I was actually just fidgeting with my acoustic before I started the stream, you know? I was out here doing stuff. Is it really just gonna be this guitar over and over? This is a weird game. Do it again, loop. This is do it again, loop. I'm out of here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think... I don't feel like we've done all of the stuff over there. I also don't think we've done all the stuff over here. I don't know what we've done. I just got us into an ending that I had already done.
You
and
noticed my
forgot.
sign.
So.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Imagine loading screens in current year. Holy shit. New content. Alright. Okay, down we go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Did this happen last time? Did I memory hole this? What? I don't feel...
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
This is new? But, like, didn't I go this way last time up the elevator? Why the fuck's it different?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
That's true.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
It's a little house. There's a little house on there. It's a tiny little house. The fuck? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Never underestimate coffee enjoyers, or a coffee enjoyer who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. Time to wake up. Wake up, chat. Oh, I want to read that. I think it's just numbers and letters. I like looking at the textures. I feel like every single texture, some guy was just having a great time. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. New hotness? Old and busted. Okay, that's a reference, but I don't know what to. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. This is actually really good. I love reading the textures, dude. I want to read it. Times the... Oh, it's just 2 in various fonts. Hold on, there's a font called Keep On Truckin'. Rocket Pop Half Italic. I use Roboto, personally. More Stanley Parable, better the Stanley Parable. Win-win is 2. Synergy, true. Leverage holistic value. I mean, this kind of writes itself. Slick Final Fantasy 13 reference. That would be true if paradigm shifting wasn't a real thing. You gotta grab the paradigm by the balls.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The end is never the end again. I like that one. Yeah, sometimes you gotta grab the paradigm by the balls, give it an old twist. Give it the old dick twist, you know? Oh, boo, repeating texture. It's some, like, Borderlands shit. You are the sequel. Oh, that one's good. I am a yellow mug. I will never follow the red and teal and I guess green color scheme of... I can't read it, damn it. New content. Are we being... Oh, wait. I wanted to be bust. New features? Where are the features? Can I jump? I would like to jump, please. Why no jump? A jump feature was in another bonus area? Was it? Oh, God. I don't remember that.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new
Holy shit. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. I don't want this. I'm really hesitant about going in there. There's a non-zero chance it says some shit. It's safe? I don't know, man. That's what they all say. They're like, Magic, play Kanito Pet. Magic, just dox yourself. Investor Showcase. This year's hottest investment opportunities. What's better than that? Nothing is better than sequels. Top 10 investors currently visiting the show floor. I'll go check it out.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay, I think the worst it can potentially do. What does this say? I can't read it. I want to read it. Ugh, it's impossible. What do you think of the game so far? Very strange. Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
How you doing today, horses?
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named
We could do
Jim.
this, chat. I am no longer
I want you to imagine yourself
Magic.
living as Jim.
I am
sleeping
James.
and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yeah, there's a level of
If so,
existentialism
then
that I
please
just hit.
Step forward and press the button.
I will press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see.
That's
What a
crazy.
thrill,
It
what a
said
rush.
my
That was
name.
you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again. Doing great. I'm working on trying to make my fire hazard janky PC work. Just have a fire extinguisher nearby. What if your actual name was Jim? Could you imagine me a James? That'd be crazy.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
It's mainly a fire hazard because the power supply doesn't have a cover. It's just exposed. Nice! That's the dream right there. It doesn't need a cover. It just needs a heat sink. Just give it a fan, you know? Fan it down. Sure, it's fine.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all
can't-
sense of who you actually are.
You can't... Eclipse. Wow. That's fucked up. Nah, I'm not a Jim. Could you imagine, though? Do I sound like I would be a Jim? I kind of think so, right? I feel like my voice could be a Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
There's a bucket. A reassurance bucket? You're really pulling the fucking... the cube from Portal? You sound like a Jim who spells it as G-Y-M. That's fucked up.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I can't believe that there's a bucket version of a companion cube. Bucket is best. I have one myself. You have a bucket? Actually, I have a bucket. It's not within arm's reach, but I got a bucket just over there. You can't see, but I'm pointing. It's full of various balls.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Does that
The
translate to
benefits
real
of the
life?
bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Huh. It's just the kind of features you can expect in the Stanley Parable 2. Game itch idea. This game, but fused with I Want to Be the Guy. I don't know what I Want to Be the Guy is. Also, I have a dolphin. A dolphin? What do you mean you have a dolphin? Board members. Please note that you must use the following terms as often as possible. Synergy. Incentivize. Unpack. Ping. Deep dive. Reach out. We do not call. We do not email. We reach out. No one can complain if we simply reaching out. Like a friend. Like a lover. That got weird. So now we just have a bucket?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Is that Stanley? What I don't have but need is a fork of horripilation. I don't know what that is. That just reminded me of that applicant's picture. Wait, what happened? What's the bumscosity level you set your game to? What the fuck is a bumscosity? The t-shirt is the best new feature. I like that shirt, actually. That's a good shirt. That's actually, unironically, that's a good shirt. Do you think the button is still... They changed the signs. You heard Jim in the game. I have to go check to see. She-Ra. Timmy? No, button's still missing. I had to check. Fork of Horripilation's a weapon Sheogorth gives you to kill a bull netch. And fork Big Head once in Shivering Isles. Oh, we haven't done Shivering Isles yet. We'll get there. Please no screenshots. The new updated ray traced more of the same, but in a good way, sequel. Jump circle? Where's my jump circle? Oh shit, it's like a whole ass amusement park. What? Where's the jump circle? I'm here? Oh, jump circle's right over here. I love applicants, but I would never, ever, ever, ever hire one. I like that one.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
I don't remember this.
Oh, wait.
Like
you already
lingering
spent all
memory.
your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
But... I don't have any more jumps remaining, Chad. Okay, let's go back to the map. Settings world champion. Drunk Magic beat you to it. How dare he? I swear, that guy's out to get me.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on
balloons.
Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like the someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
Step-niece?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Oh. Man. What? Oh, one of the balloons got trapped.
Come now, you've already made your choice.
No, the balloon.
It's true that you chose badly.
I didn't.
But we all have to move on from our mistakes.
That's a good... Did you guys see that? What was that? This is a good balloon, man. That was strange. Was this music always playing? Okay, okay. So we did the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Free achievement over at Q. That's here. Free new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's this simple. It just works. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Why do I feel like it's not going to be as simple as that?
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley. But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Oh shit. This is a cyberpunk moment. It just sit on it. Pull me, please. I like that it asks nicely. You gotta pull it 50 times? Oh, I'm pulling it. Oh, no, I'm pulling it. I'm committed now. Gotta use his fat ass to sit on it. Give. Yet when I ask nicely for someone to pull me, I get put on a list. Double standards, I tell you. I mean, for me, they can't really pull, you know? Just not enough there to grab, sadly. You can only get that achievement in Stanley Parable 2. That checks out. How you doing today, Mesh?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I'm going back to the map. Chill out. Collectibles. Was there anything in the first area I missed? The epilogue? Oh, that's how we get out of here. What is E? Oh, that's the exit. What the hell's the difference? Just be glad it didn't release methane gas. You just reminded me that Front Mission 3 is on the Switch now, and I really want to play it. I should go read some reviews about that. I'm tired and I want to go home. When do you start your new job, dog?
Would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I heard those phone buzzes. There's phone buzzing? I don't know yet. The offer will be sent to me next week, but probably September. Shit! That is a long time. Oh, this is the settings world champion. I plan on giving a nice long buffer, which will include 1 week buffer time. That buffer time is from me. You know I have to go to the infinite hole. Need the settings achievo? What, there's a settings achievement? Where? Toggle auto walk. Oh, actually, I'm turning reduce motion on. You don't have the achievement yet? You can get it really fast. Right there? Right where? I don't see no damn achievement. Check Achievos? You have to turn every setting to every available number. Are you fucking kidding me? Every, like, all video settings too? Yeah, I don't care enough if it includes that. Low dexterity mode? What the fuck does that do? Reduces difficulty for time-sensitive inputs and precision platforming. I didn't even know those are in this game. Yeah, what up, Rhino? How you doing? Turn it to lowest and then highest. I have to ask, and I'm genuinely asking. Do I have to do this for video settings, or is it just general? Going 77. It's everything? I'm not doing it then. I don't care enough. I'm not doing it. The holy moly. How deep can we dig? Glad you had a nap, bud. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. Space-like infinity. Did you guys know that we exist inside a black hole? So they say, quote-unquote scientists. This is the science that they're doing currently.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like.
Real Loki hours.
Forward for video games as a medium.
I don't know that I'm ready to fall forever. I don't get in the well, Stanley. I don't. The weird hole scares me. I don't think I want to go in the hole. I bet it's like 10 feet deep. Have they lied in this game? I don't think so, man. Jump in, go in. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Well, well, well.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Bit rate
since
obliterated.
you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I love the cigarettes down here.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Narrator, you're gonna have to be honest with me, man. It's time we call this the really deep hole. Yeah, Loki. I've been falling for 30 minutes! Yeah, real Loki. Hot dog in a hallway. Not even touching the edges, man. I'm sure he'll chastise us for staying here, right? Or we'll chastise him. Which infinity is thicker? My infinity is thicker than his. I have standards! Jump back in?
Great. Now, I'm very oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is
It always has been.
The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Oh, yeah.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't
that
need
one
to see
was
it all,
short.
but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
I got you. Oh, yeah, I love holes. I mean, I just like touching them, you know? Here's the question. Is a straw one hole or two?
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh,
this question.
How could I have guessed?
It's a tube.
You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes.
If two people kiss, they form a hole from one butthole to another.
The hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah. So... if two people kiss, they form a hole from one butthole to another. That is to say, if two people kiss, they become a straw.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you?
I liked it.
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It's true. It left me wanting.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Uh-oh.
You sure?
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Jump button?
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
You can't leave me
you
here.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
You
take care, Stanley.
You can't leave me here. It's irresponsible.
Have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Oh my god. Bucket? Bucket, are we gonna make it? Chat, are we gonna make it? Are we okay? I'm throwing the bucket. So fucking cinematic. Oh shit! Oh! This is amazing. Oh my god. Change your perception? Oh yeah! Oh, I don't like this one. Oh, I don't like this one at all. It's like, spiders are coming. Me when spiders are coming. What the? Alright, hit me with the EDM. I need the EDM. Alright, one more, and then the drums are gonna kick in. Drums? Oh, you bitch.
My head's stronger, now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger, now you're no longer using up this space of mine.
My head's stronger.
My head's stronger, now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now
my head's stronger.
Using up the space of mine. My head.
I want to keep changing my perception. Oh, Jesus Christ. Further. In the morning, and I'm zoning it, keep it possessed. It's a helmet, I keep it 300 like a Roman. Sorry. Oh shit. What the fuck is happening right now? Dogs. Look at these little goofballs. Ah, oh, look at them.
Stanley!
What a bunch of dogs.
Stanley!
Huh?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second.
You
bitch. You don't want
bitch.
to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things,
is it weird?
you
I
and
don't
will
like the
have
way he
many,
says
many
hole.
years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
Hole
I'll be
chat.
back. Toodle pip.
He really just, I was having a good time. Manner. Oh shit. Arachnid.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Well, that was... mostly infinite hole. Oh, that's the exit over there. I got you. Find the hole again. Do we want... I don't think we want to do that, man. I'm going to do it, but this is a problem. It can only be good. They boarded it up, man. They boarded it up. Boarded it. We'll go check out the collectibles. Can you find the collectibles? Oh, fuck. We're about to Assassin's Creed this shit.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
This is the new content. Breath of the Wild did it first. Aw. I got 1 out of 6. Should I actually...
God,
should we try to find the others?
Worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yeah, the reward is the friends and family discount that you get when you go to your favorite store. Luckily, nobody would get all the stuff in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, you truly have to, like, have some disdain for you, yourself, as an individual, to go get all of the seeds in Breath of the Wild. There's a level of self-loathing that I think has to exist. Office decorations. We've been there. Been to the merch. We've seen everything but the settings. Did you get the collectible? I got the 1 collectible, yeah. And that's all that matters, because I'm not a collectible gamer. You can check this one real quick. They may have spawned in some collectibles. I don't know how this game wants to do the things it does. Give me the achievement. Speedrunner's Nightmare, the collectibles of Breath of the Wild. I mean, just don't 100% speedrun that game. Imagine trying to route the 100% Breath of the Wild playthrough. Imagine being the guy that's like, yep, this is how I'm gonna route this. I'm gonna spend the next 8 months of my life planning the route for my 100% Breath of the Wild speedrun. Still not nearly the worst 100% speedrun. That would be Baten Kaitos. Ah, we have a unique understanding of that game and its many shits. I guess we're done here. I don't really feel like looking for other collectibles. We got our 1 collectible, and I think that's fine. 300 hours? Just playing Baten normally is the worst? Alright, that's unfair. Baten Kaitos wasn't a bad game, it just wasn't a good game. I guess we're done here. Alright. Yeah, because I'm not doing the settings achievement. I don't care enough for that. I barely care at all. So we're gonna wrap this up. Wait. Yeah. 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 Never cared a day of my life. Never will either. I may have given a damn, but I'll never give a fuck.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah, man.
Ready to move on now?
You know, I've seen a bunch of strange things in this game. Somehow this is like the strangest. Whose fucking briefcase is this? Why is it? What?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah, man.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Yeah, try again.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
2 holes?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Gameplay?
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, hit me with the 2, man.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm ready to be wowed. We're still doing minimalism. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, let him cook. Holy shit. I gotta click the credits. Crows. Written by Davey Reedon, narrated by Kevin Brady. Not one. Crows.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
They're
employee
balloons.
number 427. Employee number 427's job
We've
was
already made
simple.
the change.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, shit.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
If you wonder how this works now, when you pick up the bucket, it's new content.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You know, there was no barrister there. Oh. Oh, be my Valentine mug. This one's not on this time. Why is this not on this time?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I'm going back. We're going back with the bucket. What the fuck? We're leaving this plane of existence with the bucket. I almost don't want to. I actually, no, I don't want to. Coward? Absolutely. Wait a second. My new content. My new content. Man has a gamer bucket. He can do anything. What do you think we're doing in this bucket, man?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
For regular ending, don't shut down machine. Wait, what? I thought regular ending is shutting down the machine. Also, what defines as bucket things? Alright, like my bucket holds balls. All the balls. Various balls of sizes and shapes. And texture. It has a lot of balls. Okay, buckets can do things.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
You might not know this, Magic, but buckets can hold multiple types of items. Yeah, but mine has multiple types of balls. See, buckets can do all sorts of shit. Buckets can hold buckets. Yeah, I love that. What makes a bucket a bucket? Shape? My bucket holds hopes and dreams. Oh, so it's empty? KFC. Oh, I could go for some fucking fried chicken, dude. I could eat! Oh, shit.
Stanley, can you feel it?
Oh, I can.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Yeah, this is a
I can really
bitch.
feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now.
Crazy
But you have to
fucking
be strong.
wrench.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
How did we
Even
get
this
back
is
here?
worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Yeah, fuck
really
you, room.
tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Hey, you're just
Expand
a
on the
room.
wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
We have not.
Go through
I just
each
met
of
this
them
bucket.
point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed and evolved over the years.
No, the bucket and I just
it.
met, and it's great, but the bucket hasn't even held anything for me yet. So, like, I'm not that emotionally attached.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh! Whoa!
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
My bucket has a wooden handle. No, my bucket doesn't, though.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
I see that.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
One more?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Back into the closet, boys. This is a strange game. This is a very strange game. Bucket looks like a helmet to me. That'll teach you that everything comes down to perspective, you know? Really, what is a bucket if not a helmet? And what is a helmet if not a bucket?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
All right. I've read that one. A collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I
you
appreciate
can't
that.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Thank you. I will. I'm gonna collect all 700 Korok shits. And it's gonna be beautiful.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
2, 8,
life.
4,
Crushed
5.
by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical.
Yeah, the bucket's got us, man. If I know anything, it's that I know my bucket's got me.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
No, that's like the worst one.
Stanlerine under your belt.
That's like the worst one. What do you mean? I like mini stands. Oh, it's where we all are at some point in our lives. In a bucket in the closet of
elevator
life.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
It's not a bucket,
it would
it's
be all Stanley
lives.
could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thanks, man. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Stanley and the bucket
Okay, hold
walked
on.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Are we gonna party again? I'm ready to party again if you guys are.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Stanley figures are staglers. Stanglers. I like Stangler. Stangler's just weird enough.
The monitors jumped
Stanley
to life,
lads.
and Stanley
I still like
nearly
Mini
dropped the
Stan.
bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like
No,
guinea
Stan
pigs.
Lorene's a shit.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
What, the
as
bucket?
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it
Yeah, it's
that
okay, bucket.
everything would be fine.
We'll be alright together. You know?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
The bucket is only what the bucket is, man. I feel a little bad. Like, imagine not knowing your place in the universe, you know? Bucket cuck? What? Go sit in the bucket chair. The hotel bucket chair. It's like every coach out of their dugout sitting on their buckets. Open. All right, it's gonna get really loud. Secret Room 2014! Where's Beakrits? Oh yeah, you never go Beakrit. There it is.
No! Screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Never go Beakrit, boys. Never go Beakrit.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he
Alright.
could trust no one
That was fun.
except for the bucket.
We got the bucket and the
But
bucket's
here
got
was
us.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Flam told me not to turn it
high-fived
off.
in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Is that correct, Flam? I'm supposed to turn it on? On.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Bucket betrayal?
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Huh?
Birds.
Birds?
Silly birds.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
There's no dumber bird than the majestic seagull. Truly, nature's most peanut brain. Ooh, flamingo.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring
best.
and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
This is the best word.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds
I
imaginable.
don't feel like these birds are that silly.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
That I agree with.
And Stanley was happy.
Taksu. No, I wanted to... I wanted to watch the birds. Didn't get to see all the birds. Answer, though, penguins are the best birds.
All of his co-workers
And then
were
ducks.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Flamingos are badasses?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Flamingos can drink boiling hot salt water and not die. Hot damn. Bird ending was a must for this community. What's wrong with this community? When I think of seagulls, I think of an episode of Adventures of Billy and Mandy where Billy is a sailor and is turned into chocolate. He's so delicious he keeps eating himself. At one point, he's in the captain's office missing some body parts, and the captain's like, "What happened to your arm?" Billy says, "Gulls, sir," and I don't know why, but now you know. Which kind of gull, though?
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay. 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 I get it. Okay. Can I just... I don't want to restart this. Can I restart this? I don't want to restart this. Should we restart this? I want to get this all the way up to 5. We have to find 5 of these computers throughout these playthroughs so that I can click this. I assume seagulls, because if they are at the bay, they'd be bagels. I'm restarting it.
All of his co-workers were gone. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
If I know anything, I know my bucket's got me. No, we made our bagel joke during the Oblivion stream, remember? Or maybe not that particular one, but there's... we were talking about something and we named the horse Bagel together at like the same time. That was a good moment. That was a good moment for us.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This is so different. There's a secret here? Yeah, I was thinking about restarting, but it's so different. I want to... It's too late! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, okay. Well, that's new.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Coming out of the
we are
PC?
confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
1,327?
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
No, thank you. I feel like that number is going to be important. 1,327. Anyone remember what happened with the fern?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
1327. Yeah, I feel like that one's going to be important. 1327. Trying to think of where we would even input that. I guess the door code, right?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Ba-da. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere both red and blue. Produce 1 plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct a bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct a new structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. Cargo room. Okay, I get it. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Oh, true. Difficult and findings. So the more findings, the more difficult it is. The graph says so. That's kind of crazy. Do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Sure.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
You got one more.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Give up the
But
goods,
alas,
man.
No stickers.
Narrator. Narrator. You've got one more in you. I know you do. I don't think he's got one more in him, chat. I want to browbeat him in a submission, so he'll give me a cool scratch and sniff sticker. Oh well. What can you do? What happened to the meeting room, by the way? Wasn't that a thing that existed?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
going
walked
down.
upstairs to the boss's office.
No, wait, the boss's office, though. 1327. Do we go down for potentially new stuff, or do we go up for potentially 1327? We'll go down. What up? Scratch and sniff is weird. Scratch and sniff is weird. Hello.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yeah.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines
Ooh,
and Figlies.
I love
What do you
Figley.
think, Stanley?
Figley's better.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like Mini Stan and I like Figley. Both work.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
No!
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
No.
Surely
What?
no good would come from this.
What?
Who knows what sorts of bizarre
My bucket!
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt
My
himself
bucket!
floating off the ground.
Oh.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
These are my
None
buckets.
of them were his. None of them were his
These are my
special
fucking
bucket.
buckets.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket.
We're
He
being
had to
baited
return
by
to his old friend. It was the only way to
common
truly
buckets.
restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
That was like the worst plot
This
twist.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
My bucket, though.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He couldn't find his bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass.
Hell yeah,
And
it does.
she backflipped all the way to work.
Hell yeah, it does. Sometimes you just need a bucket, you know? Well, this is different again. No,
When Stanley came to a set
but my
of two
bucket!
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There was... Did I miss... I passed it? Oh, it's so over. I didn't even see it. Well... I need the bucket. It's kind of important. I also
Stanley
need to find
decided
more...
to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Give me this.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be
Where's
alone
my
again, not
computer?
truly alone.
You bitch.
Not with the bucket around.
Bitch game. Bitch. Bitch.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
Oh,
to
here's
be.
the lounge. We haven't
And
gone to the
here it
right.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I care.
Stanley took
only
the
a
door
little.
on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope. Me and the bucket are going on a journey.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Not
Stanley
really
did
the
not
voice I
question
expected
why
for the
or
bucket.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket
No!
had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did
How do I
whatever
get
the
that?
bucket asked.
What the hell? I want that. Well, we may have... Oh, shit. Hey, we've entered the weird numbered rooms.
No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Well, that's not true. I know
suppose
what
that would
isn't a
explain
bucket.
a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
Is a lunchbox a
misunderstanding
bucket?
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact
What's the
of
difference between a
story
bucket
is
and a pail?
dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a minute.
Oh, that's new. Is a human a bucket? No, the human has 2 holes. Human's a straw. Thank you. A bucket can't be a straw.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
What if one hole is
Okay,
plugged?
let's begin.
Well, that comes back to, is it a bucket or is it a pail? Is a lunchbox a bucket?
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
That's definitely a bucket.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual
Well, I can't
bucket.
tell that.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
That's definitely a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Hey!
This is a bucket.
Nice. Jigglypuff as seen from above. True.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It's got a hole in the top. That's a bucket.
Are you hallucinating?
Hey,
This is a tractor.
what do you mean?
It's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
No, it's got a hole in the
This sort of
top.
Gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
It's got a hole in the top.
Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the
No.
next one. Is this a bucket?
Yeah, this one also has a hole in the top. It's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Wait, what was the difference between the first one and the second one?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Trick question. Both.
What?
Gotcha.
Schrodinger's bucket? It is and is not a bucket until it is filled.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything
Yeah,
here.
that one's on me.
And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is
Yeah,
a bucket. When we
that's-
both clearly know that a bucket is something.
Yeah, I went
and
too
therefore
far.
nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley.
Well-
do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No, I believe that some things are something and that a bucket is something else. No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even
I don't
sort it
even
out.
remember the question.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
I'm
I
fine
can't
with
have
that.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm fine with that.
I'm going to erase
No.
all buckets from the game.
You will do
entirely.
no such thing.
Okay, here we go.
It says property of Stanley. You cannot take my property away. It genuine.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything is a
Why
bucket.
did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Thank you.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Buckets. Gotta
All right,
be.
Here we go.
Come on, Roach. So humans are a straw. That's correct.
How long
Humans
was
are a
I
straw.
sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I need more of the computer with the... you bitch, game.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Damn game.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
We gotta figure out how to-
tightly to his
nope,
chest.
nope, we're going this way.
This was not the correct way to the
I know.
meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
There was a
telling
collectible
him
this way.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Narrator sounds like Haskell.
And
That's,
here it was.
yeah, Shea
Had the
Ogre's
bucket
steward,
turned out
right?
to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Wow, that's actually written and I can read.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey.
Yeah, that was kinda
bucket
crazy.
had inspired.
You know, this game, when you boot it up, it asks you to set the time. And I did it the first time, like,
Perhaps
I set
this
it.
was where
And then
the
I did it the
bucket
second
felt
time, and I
most
set it.
truly at home.
And it gave me an
Here
achievement.
in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
It said, "Thank you for setting the time twice." And then the narrator had told me that he's so proud of me that he'll let us set the time
Stanley decided
to our favorite
just
time next
give the
time.
bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I appreciated that, though. The game being like, you know what? You did me a solid. Do whatever you want next time. I appreciate that. Cold drinks. Be careful of time vampires. I want to be a time vampire. It sounds dope as shit. I like get to the corner. Oh, we've made it to the chair. Yeah. Ladies love this. Ladies love when you sit in chairs. Did you guys know that? It's kind of crazy. However, they don't like it when you stand on coffee tables, so that's not great. Yo, what up, Fire? How you doing? A poop bucket? I would never poop in this bucket. Do not poop in my bucket. My bucket's for balls.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
But I need the collectible. The collectible, boys. How do I get the collectible? Going down here.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
I would like to go back up the elevator. I want to go back up the elevator. Doing great. I'm glad you're doing great, Fire.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes.
That's
not
true.
this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
But the broom closet. Hey, this isn't the same. This isn't the same. I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's a little different. It's got all the same items, though, so. Women like it when you shower once a week. A study recently claimed that showering every day is performative at best and offers no health benefits.
Whee! Look at that weapon line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all
Yeah!
about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
God,
It's
I
as
wish that
classic
was
now as it
me.
was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Yeah, more drugs
but
and hookers.
if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
But I don't want to give anything up. Bathing every day is apparently not great since you remove too much of the natural oils that makes your have dry hair and skin can cause problems in the future. That's true. I do not shampoo every day. I do, however, scrub myself every day, and you should probably too. You should at least slap some deodorant on it.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
I
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
I'm not ready.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. That's bad for you? Too many chemicals?
Now
Yeah.
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I don't miss that guy at all. I don't miss that guy at all.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting.
Yeah, we don't
Was
pay
it a
attention to that
painting
shit. All right,
or a
one more,
photo?
and then I gotta go.
He could no longer recall.
Okay, the game has it has ceased giving me the loading, the computer
Where are
thing.
we going today? The bucket asked.
That's a good question,
Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together
Adventure!
would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
James
calling to him,
Baxter!
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I'm not doing that.
No,
gotta-
said the bucket.
We gotta go.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Come on.
Go to the cargo lift.
Come on, man. Come on, man. How do I... Oh, I'm an idiot. Right here. Hold on. Yeah!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll
Figler
collect
and
the first
Marines?
one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yeah, that'll be great.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
Yeah, we're
And
already
now
different.
We have them all. You
Well, not
can't
yet.
go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay, we have to figure out where the last, where am I? Where is this? Cassettes?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel
Euphoria.
every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
That's the bad.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
This is how EA was born.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What in the eternal darkness? Time vampires. A bucket greater than women. Well, yeah, I have a bucket in my life.
All of his co-workers
Availability
were gone.
is the best
What did it
ability.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay,
A
one
bucket,
more.
a strong
We have to
bucket,
find the
a
other
humble
figurine.
bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Close the door? Which door? Wait, which door? There's so many fucking doors. That door. Well, the office door was closed when we left. I think, right? Yeah. Or you just mean at the very start, close it and lock yourself in? We'll do that next time next time we start. Yeah. I need to go to the conference room to
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on
find
his
my
left.
last figurine. Figley. This right here. Somewhere both red and blue. The red and blue doors? There were red and blue doors?
Staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
Boss's
to the
area?
boss's
I don't
office.
think so. It's not. Maybe it is. This is definitely red. With the light show. There was a light show? The light show with the stairs. You're gonna have to forgive me. Oh shit! That's big. That's big, chat. That's big for us. But yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me. I was drunk. The last stream. And not like the good drunk either. I was drunk. By the end of that stream, I don't know where the fuck I was. I basically stopped streaming, and then I know I went to bed, but I don't remember getting to bed is the problem. I don't remember like half of what happened last stream. We were always going down, boys. Alright, what was it? 1327?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for this. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew?
I feel like we need to restart this. I don't know where the red and blue doors are.
Yes, this is certainly the most...
I'm restarting. I don't care about that one. I'm
office
busy.
was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could...
I'm restarting again. One more!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Oh shit, sorry. Next time I'll stay in the room. Next time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
maybe
chest.
this way?
And this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Light show at the stairs?
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh. Oh. That's a noise. Well, this isn't what I wanted. Shit. Oh, I should have looked for the damn computer.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. No.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Which one is this? Is this both? Either? Oh, he's saying buttons. Oh my god, are they gonna make me press all of the buttons? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's a lot of fucking buttons, boys. Oh, they come back. Okay. So the objective is not to click all of the buttons. I don't think color matters. So heaven is for ADD people. Yeah, you get all the buttons, man. What the fuck do we do? I no longer wish to be in button heaven. There's gotta be more than just buttons. Where's the narrator? Alright, is there anything strange about the buttons? No. No, there's not. All the buttons are just weird, and there's a lot of them, and I can't tell anything. I'm getting the fuck out of here. That was freaking me out.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
Happiness is a
Hours
choice.
passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Here it comes! Alright, well, that was a little boring. that
All
one
of his
was a little
co-workers
boring.
were gone. What could it mean?
Alright, we need...
Stanley decided to
we gotta
go
get
to
the
the meeting
collectible.
room. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man.
I can only think of
and
one
a
other
better
direction
co-worker.
we haven't been in
time,
with the
perhaps,
bucket.
He would become both of... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No one cares,
never mind.
man.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
So we have yet to
No,
actually go across
said the
this
bucket.
gap, so
Don't
we'll see.
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Well, it's the important thing to remember is that our reality is what we live. You know? If the bucket's speaking to you, then that's
In
your reality,
here.
man.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
That's not a dark room. Where's the dark room? This is the dark room. Let me in. All right. Oh, this is a dark room.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
This is how Visage started.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Yes, of course. We had 2 days in a row without severe storms, and now we have severe storms again. I need to wrap up so I can go cut the grass, because this is like the only day this week that we're not going to have rain, potentially. Visage was fucking raw. Visage was fucking raw. And too convoluted for my stupid brain. So that was fun. That was... I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this. Before you go, have you tried enabling cheats yet? What do you mean enabling cheats? I mean, first things first, I have to, press A to take me to work with you. Whoa!
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his hand.
That's fine. It's too hot to cut grass today. I'm hopeful that storms hold off because it's supposed to start storming in the evening, I think. So I'm hopeful that that gets pushed back so I can cut it towards the evening instead of directly in the sun. But it's not that bad today here, at least. SV cheats 1 in console. It's Source Engine. I've never... You're not... You guys are gonna... I've never played a Source Engine game before. I'm sure I have, but not one that I would recognize as Source Engine.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
The fern. I don't think we can find the fern.
Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
A real Edith Finch moment.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal. It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, if we're looking for the fern, we need to find Zach Galifianakis. Yes, you believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press down to relive this same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
The last room was red and blue.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Was it? I don't
The
see any
bucket.
blue.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the
Are we
bucket?
romancing the
Hear
bucket?
what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Hold on. Bucket? Meet basket. How do we feel about basket? Are we a basket household?
Stanley, give me the bucket.
You can't have my bucket.
Give me the bucket,
Fuck
Stanley.
off.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
It even has my sticker on it. That was a strange ending.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. If not everyone
Where the
is so
hell is
lucky
this
to have
last
a
damn
bucket,
figurine?
but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
You didn't see? I did see. I clicked the button.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
I got the
tightly
button
to
ending.
his
Don't you
chest
worry about that.
and entered the door on his left.
How did we get to... Do we need the bucket to collect the collectibles? Probably, right? Otherwise, you get normal content. All of it's fucking normal. Somewhere both red and blue. That is not helpful. I don't know where fucking red and blue are.
Coming to a staircase,
That one's
Stanley
just
and the
the loop
bucket walked
ending.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, we've done this one like 20 times.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Minutes? Days? It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Trying
to
to
his
think
chest
of places
and
we haven't
entered the
gone
door
yet.
on his left.
Paths we haven't seen. I don't know where red and blue is. Right and drop on bridge. I thought we did that. Did we
This
not
was
do
not
that?
the correct way to the meeting
We did
room,
do that.
But
Did
Stanley
I miss
had
it?
felt
I must
the
have missed
bucket
it.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to
Without
be
bucket?
correct,
What do you mean without bucket? I thought I need bucket to collect.
all of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Don't care,
This
man.
is Stanley's office.
Wait, how do I... No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
I missed the
perfectly
bucket.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I actually wonder if we've streamed a game built in the source engine.
Stanley was so bad at
I don't
following
know.
directions, it's
actually
incredible
have
he
no
wasn't
idea.
fired years ago.
Maybe that...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
Don't care.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
I do.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Oh.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your... And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This
I don't like that
is
one.
a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here, and now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
Thank you.
You want to know so badly what's out there?
I do.
You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
That line's not straight.
This is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
yes
trees?
To both of those.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Oh,
this
shit.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Well, I thought we were rating the new experience.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Is it a Legend of Zelda clone? Worldwide leaderboard? Good old Neil is offline at 2 seconds. Oh, that's not even... Is that seconds? Yeah. Did you know that 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. 98.9% of players... I couldn't read it in time. Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. Oh my god. We have 7 hours? What? We're last place! Oh, I like the awards ticking down. A dead rat? A dead rat is objectively ranked. Oh my god, it's not even close. I swear I saw my my friend's Steam profile, maybe. Actually, I looked at that Rattopia game. Yeah, that one's divisive, man. I think we talked about this, actually. I vaguely recall talking about this. I want to get it, but it is apparently pretty divisive. A very opaque game. Dead rat, man. That's rough.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, I didn't give a shit about leaderboards.
Hey,
I never do.
I forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Make it Hades.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not stopping the baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Either?
Because
Both.
If it's the latter,
Choose.
I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, how will the baby ever learn? If you tell them, they won't learn nothing. Oh my god, it's fucking Firewatch!
Fascinating.
What?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
What?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far,
Can I grab
love
stuff?
everything about
I
this
can't
game,
grab
Stanley.
stuff,
And it
boo.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Holy shit! Yeah! I can play Firewatch. That game's great.
Oh no, it can't be.
What? Where's the outhouse? Hold on. This is super important. I have to find the fucking outhouse. Yeah!
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! No, the outhouse,
Goodness,
man!
Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions.
Hold on.
No path to follow. You
Hold
can
on.
just go in any...
No!
Oh,
Let me in.
thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another
I'm not
game.
ready. I wanted to
Preferably
grab the
something with
cutout.
walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
I wanted the cutout. All right, give me another one. Is this Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I
Is this
had in
fucking
mind.
Rocket League?
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
All right.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
A ball. I need
There are
ball.
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
I need
okay,
ball.
I'm seeing
Ball,
that there's
please.
a ball of some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
back here. Is this game sports ball?
It is
Damn
sports
it.
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
This game's weird as fuck and meta. It's pretty great.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Oh,
Hold
shit.
on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Huh. The original game had Minecraft and Half-Life 2. Oh, shit. That's pretty good. What? Uh-oh. We're going home. You're in the new back rooms. 427, sweet home. Well, this is different. Okay, well, going back home was not the call. Imagine working in an office like this. I'd rather not.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll
I'm gonna
understand
live
soon what I
forever,
was trying to
bitch.
tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
How you guys doing? We all just waiting for the end? That was the OG Half-Life 2 mod? Oh. Whoa!
Stanley, I'm sorry,
Whoa!
but I have to put a
Whoa,
pause
that
on
freaked me
things.
out.
It's
Superliminal
just-
moment.
It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
We've been here. I vaguely recall going to this place. I love that. The original remake. Yeah, we've seen this. Hold on, what did that say? Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh, yeah.
Here's where it all began.
Yeah, this is when we got the first one.
collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
Idea.
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Hold on. Hold on, you can't go over. That's not right.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
What a lovely sentiment that was. You're surprising in the most unremarkable ways.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I do.
Hey, that's exactly
Yeah,
right.
I don't
It
have
was here,
permagoo brain.
behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up,
110%.
And then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Exactly.
After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
I don't feel like that's true. Doesn't Hollow Knight go up to 112?
Let's see.
I don't think
What
I've ever
came
gotten
next?
that.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink
Wait,
room.
what? No, we
Oh,
didn't.
well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I'm gonna grab it, but that didn't happen. What was that? What was that weird first-person shooter Silent Hill clone we played years ago? It was like... Oh my god, it's been on the fucking tip of my tongue this whole goddamn time. Because I feel like that one was Source Engine, and I feel like that was the only Source Engine game I've ever streamed. The Medium? No. It was like voxel, like low poly kind of stuff. About this kid, his girlfriend was on the roof, and during one of the parts, there were a bunch of boss fights, shooting mechanics.
This was the 5th
There's a
mini-stand,
bed
and this one
enemy
was
that you had to
really
kill.
something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact,
I got
because
lost a
this
lot.
one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh! Cry of Fear, that's the one, thank you, yes. Good memory, shit. I'm about to hear David Lee Roth ripping a yeah!
takes you back, doesn't it?
I
spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Freedom, yeah, Windows Movie Maker. Classic.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
That's true.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, they go to the same place. I like the pink room existed because they gave us the option between the boss's room and under the staircase for our third. So we went to the boss's room, so the under the staircase was number 4, so they had to throw in the pink room because they couldn't loop back around for whatever reason.
And then there was no more. Because we
Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Now the conference room will look different, maybe? Maybe. Oh,
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
I am,
Stop
though.
the loading screen.
Oh, he
Is there some way
unloaded.
we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Hell yeah!
See how that feels.
yeah, backwards, man. Recursion.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
yeah. We went in here. And, yep.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Same. Turn this into the fucking Bastion ending.
And
We'll
here's
end where we
I made
started.
that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Don't play the video again. Oh. This is fine.
Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I agree. I like the pink room. It's very satisfying.
These really were a treat to hunt down.
I had a great time.
If there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Yeah,
Next
having
one.
a reward for collecting things is really overrated. Uh-oh. Can we even go this way? He won't load it. Bitch! I think it's okay that the journey itself is the reward, you know?
This
Sometimes
was
you just
our
want the golden
second
poo.
Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Me.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
This isn't healthy. It's escapism.
Oh, yes, the two doors.
Yeah, I can't believe
Who
it.
could have
We're
forgotten
back.
that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
For those who come
There's
after.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
I can remember.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley?
You didn't invent Stanley.
Yes,
what the fuck?
Perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companions.
Stanley's a real boy.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
Make it a good one,
Let's
man.
go back just once.
Look at the aberration
and
in
give
top left, by the
Stanley
way.
one more
Actually,
run in the
everywhere.
office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Aberration
I
was
enjoyed
crazy.
this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I feel like that's it. Don't. All right, well, we're fine. We're gonna go.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
No.
He hoped it was. Stanley cradled
Grabbing the bucket. All right, we're gonna grab the
gently
bucket, check the
breeze,
collectible room,
protected,
restart the game, hit the balloon ending, or not the
assertive,
button ending,
yet
and then we're gonna
Stanley clutched the bucket
wrap
tightly
it
to
up.
his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, look.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office
This
was
room is
where
back
he'd
to normal.
find answers.
Well, look at that, boys. No more collectibles. No more conspiracy theories. Okay, so, I think this is gonna be the last you see of this game on this stream. We did a lot. This is a good game. I like it. Very strange. Very demure. That said, I'm done for the day. Tomorrow's gonna be Pokemon. Probably. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. Thank you everyone for hanging out for the day. Go enjoy the rest of it. It's a new week and a new us. You too can prevent forest fires. Pokemon. This is the year of Zelda? What?